Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive with us.
Yeah.
Whether you're joining us on YouTube or Spotify
Yeah.
or wherever you get your podcasts,
Mm.
we are so excited to have you with us as we kind of explore a topic
Mm.
that I think really hits close to home for just about everyone these days, and that's digital detox.
It's such a buzzword these days, but beyond the trendiness, I think there really is a need for us to kind of have a conversation about the way we relate to technology and
Right, and it's funny because it's not like
yeah,
we want to get rid of technology
exactly.
completely. It's not like throw your phone in the ocean and,
Yeah.
live off the grid.
Right.
We all know how much technology really enriches our lives,
For sure.
from connecting with loved ones to accessing information
Mm-hmm.
to even listening to this deep dive right
Yeah,
now.
absolutely. It's about finding that balance, and it's more about creating a healthier relationship with technology so that it serves us,
Right.
not the other way around.
Yeah. And to kind of kick things off,
Oh,
we have a statistic that might just make you raise an eyebrow.
okay.
Are ready for this?
Yeah.
The average person
Hit me.
spends around 7 hours a day on screens.
Wow.
That's like a full-time job minus the weekends and benefits.
Yeah, it's a staggering figure, and it makes you realize why a lot of people feel so overwhelmed and burnt out, you know?
Right.
We're constantly being bombarded by notifications and updates and just all this information, and it really can take a toll on us.
It's true. 7 hours a day. Think about all the things that you could accomplish if you just reclaimed even a fraction of that time.
Yeah.
Like learn a new language,
Yeah.
finally tackle that passion project you've been putting off,
Hmm.
or just, get a good night's sleep.
And that's where this idea of a digital detox comes in,
Yeah.
It's not about saying goodbye to technology altogether.
Right.
It's about taking a step back
Yeah.
and making deliberate choices about how and when we use it.
So how do we know if we actually need a digital detox?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we all spend a fair amount of time on our devices,
For sure.
but when does it cross that line from like normal use
Right.
to, potential problem?
That's a great question, and I think there are some telltale signs that technology might be having a negative impact on your life. For example, do you ever get that feeling of anxiety or restlessness when you're away from your phone?
Oh, absolutely. Like the phantom vibration,
Yes.
where you think you felt your phone buzz, but it didn't.
Exactly, that's a classic one. Or maybe you find yourself mindlessly scrolling for hours on end and you're not even enjoying it.
Oh, yeah. I'm so guilty of that. Sometimes I catch myself scrolling through social media and then I realize I haven't actually
Hmm.
processed anything that I've seen. It's like my brain's just on autopilot.
And another sign could be difficulty focusing or feeling overwhelmed by that constant influx of notifications.
Right.
It's like our brains are trying to do a million things at
It's
once.
like trying to have a conversation in a room full of people all shouting different things at you at the same time. No wonder we feel so exhausted.
Exactly.
So if we are, kind of recognizing some of these signs,
Yeah.
what can we actually do about it? We
Right.
can't just ditch our devices altogether.
Yeah. And that's where making those small intentional changes comes in. Think of it as a step-by-step approach
Okay.
to developing a healthier relationship with technology. So first things first, you'll want to set clear goals for this digital detox. What is it that you're hoping to gain from it?
Yeah.
More time with loved ones, better sleep,
Right.
increased productivity.
So it's like setting any other goal.
That's
You need to have that clear vision
Mhm.
of what you're actually working towards to stay motivated.
Yes.
So we've got our goals in mind.
Okay.
What's next?
Well, next, you might want to think about creating tech-free zones in your home. So this could be the bedroom, the dining room, or any space where you really want to encourage real-life connection and relaxation.
So like a dinner table with no phones in sight.
Exactly. What a concept.
Oh, I can already feel my stress levels dropping. Just thinking about that. No more checking emails under the table
Yeah.
while everyone else is trying to have a conversation.
It's about reclaiming those spaces for genuine interaction and being present in the moment.
Okay, so tech-free zones. Check.
Mhm.
What else can we do to kind of break free from this digital grip?
Another good strategy is to schedule screen-free hours.
Okay.
So choose specific times of the day to be completely offline. This could be like an hour before bed
Mm-hmm.
to help you wind down and improve your sleep. Or maybe it's during breakfast. You can start your day with intention.
This is making me think about my friend who decided to go screen-free after 8 p.m. every night.
Mm.
And at first I thought it was a little extreme,
Mm.
but, they started reading more, they got back into painting,
Mm.
and even told me they felt like they gained hours back in their day.
That's awesome. And it's a great example of how those small changes can really make a big difference in our lives. And there's actual research that shows that reducing screen time, especially in the evenings, can really improve sleep quality.
It's so true. It's like we forget what it's like to just be present
Yeah.
without that constant distraction of our devices.
Right.
So we've talked about tech-free zones and screen-free hours.
Mm.
What other steps can we take toward a digital detox?
Well, social media is often a big one when it comes to excessive screen time, but luckily there are some great apps and browser extensions that can help you track and limit your usage. You might be surprised by how much time you actually free up for other things.
Okay, this one hits close to home. I think we've all fallen down that social media rabbit hole.
Oh, for sure.
At some point, it's like a black hole of endless scrolling.
Yeah, those platforms are designed to keep us hooked.
Right.
And it's so easy to get sucked in, but by setting boundaries and being mindful of our usage, we can take back control.
And it's not just about the time that we're spending on social media. It's about the impact that it can have on our mental well-being.
Absolutely.
Comparing ourselves to others, feeling inadequate, the pressure to present this perfect image, it can be really exhausting.
It's so true. And that's why it's so important to be intentional about the content we consume and the accounts that we follow.
Yeah.
Surround yourself with positive and inspiring influences.
It's like curating your own mental diet.
Exactly.
So we've covered tech-free zones, screen-free hours, and kind of taming that social media beast.
Right.
What else have we got in our digital detox toolkit?
One of the simplest yet most powerful steps you can take is to just reconnect with nature.
Nature. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
intrigued. Tell me more.
So spending time outdoors, whether it's going for walks, gardening, or even just sitting and enjoying the fresh air, has been shown to have incredible benefits for both our physical and mental health.
Okay.
It's a great way to de-stress, reset, and reconnect with yourself.
I love that idea. It's like hitting the reset button on our brains. And it makes me think back to that statistic we talked about earlier. The average person spending 7 hours a day on screens.
Yeah.
What if instead of staring at a screen, we spent even a fraction of that time outdoors,
Yeah.
soaking up some vitamin D,
I love
breathing in the fresh air?
It's a powerful thought experiment.
It is.
And it really emphasizes how important it is to be mindful of how we're using our time and energy. We have the power to choose how we spend those 7 hours.
So we're hearing that even those small steps toward a digital detox can really have a big impact on our well-being.
Yes.
It's not about becoming a tech-hating hermit.
Right.
It's about finding that balance and creating a healthier relationship with technology.
Exactly. And remember, it's a journey, not a destination.
Right.
There will be days when you totally crush it and days when you slip up. The key is to just be patient with yourself and keep coming back to your why. Why is this important to you?
Yeah.
What do you want to get out of creating this healthier relationship with technology?
It's all about progress,
Yeah.
not perfection.
Exactly.
We're all human. We're all figuring this out as we go. And the more we talk about it, the more we share our experiences and support each other, the easier it becomes.
Absolutely. There's power in community and accountability.
So to bring this back to you, our amazing listener, what's one small step that you can take this week towards a digital detox? Maybe it's silencing your phone during dinner,
Yeah.
committing to a tech-free evening, or maybe swapping an hour of screen time for an
Yeah.
hour outdoors.
Even the smallest changes can make a huge difference, and you deserve to experience all the benefits of a more balanced digital life.
Absolutely.
And it's so interesting when people actually start making these changes, they often find themselves rediscovering activities and passions they'd totally forgotten about.
Oh, totally. It's like we're clearing out that digital clutter
Yeah,
to make space for the things that really light us up.
exactly. And it's not even just about hobbies, it's
Right.
about getting back to those simple pleasures
Yeah.
that we kind of lose sight of. Reading a book, having a meaningful conversation,
Yeah.
just being out in nature. Those are the things that nourish our souls.
It's like we hit the pause button on that constant stream of information and stimulation
Yeah.
and just give ourselves permission to be.
Exactly. And it's in those quiet moments, those moments of stillness and presence, that we can really tap into our clarity and creativity and feel a deeper connection to ourselves and the world around us.
It all comes back to that 7 hours a day stat.
Right.
If we could just reclaim even a little bit of that time,
Yeah.
imagine what we could do.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? And it highlights how important it is to be mindful of our technology use. It's not about demonizing technology. It's about recognizing that we have a choice in how we use it.
Yeah, we can either let it control us or we could use it as a tool to enhance our lives.
Exactly.
So it's less about digital detox
Yeah.
and more about like a digital reframe.
I like that.
We're not getting rid of technology altogether. We're just shifting our perspective and setting some boundaries.
It's about finding that balance where technology actually works for us and not the other way around. Where it enhances our lives without taking over.
So I'm going to put you on the spot here. If you could give our listeners just one piece of advice to help them on their digital reframe journey, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good one. I think the most important thing is to be patient with yourself. It takes time to form new habits and let go of old ones.
Yeah.
So don't get discouraged if you slip up. Just keep reminding yourself why you started this journey in the first place and let that be your guide.
That's such a good reminder. Progress, not perfection.
Exactly.
We're all human. We all make mistakes.
Right.
But, every step we take toward that healthier relationship with technology is a step in the right direction.
Absolutely. And remember, you're not alone in this. Talk to your friends and family, share your goals, and support each other. There's so much power in that shared journey.
Yeah, it's a team effort.
For sure.
We're all kind of in this together, navigating this digital world and trying to find our way to a healthier, more balanced relationship with technology.
Absolutely. And it's a journey that's worth taking. The benefits are huge.
Okay, so before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with something to think about. We talked about how the average person spends 7 hours a day looking at screens.
Right.
Now imagine if you could reclaim just one of those hours. What would you do with it?
What a great question to leave everyone with. It really gets to the heart of what we're talking about here. Making conscious choices about how we spend our time and energy.
Would you finally pick up that paintbrush or, get out in the garden or reconnect with friends and family face to face?
Yeah.
Or maybe just enjoy some quiet time, completely unplugged.
That's the beauty of it. When you reclaim even a small amount of that screen time,
Right.
it opens up all these amazing possibilities.
It does. It really does. And that's what this whole deep dive has been all about.
Yeah.
Empowering you to take control of your digital life and, find that healthier, more balanced relationship with technology.
Exactly.
It's not that we're anti-technology.
Right.
We're pro-well-being.
It's about using technology to our advantage while also understanding its limitations.
Yeah.
And the potential downsides,
Yeah.
finding that balance where it enhances our lives,
Right.
but doesn't control them.
So as we wrap up, just remember this.
Yeah.
You have the power to choose.
Right.
You can choose how you spend your time, how you engage with technology, and how you prioritize your well-being.
And remember, those small changes can make a big difference. Don't underestimate the power of setting boundaries, creating those tech-free zones,
Absolutely.
and taking some time to unplug.
So we encourage you to keep exploring this topic.
Yeah.
Experiment with different strategies
Yeah.
and find what works best for you.
Yeah.
There's no one-size-fits-all approach. It's all about finding what feels good and what you can actually stick with.
What's sustainable for you?
Exactly. And remember, you don't have to do this alone.
Right.
Talk to your friends, share your experiences, support each other on this journey.
There's strength in numbers.
There is. So we want to thank you, dear listener, for joining us on this deep dive into the world of digital detox and digital reframe. We hope you've gained some valuable insights today.
Yeah.
And feel inspired to create a more balanced and fulfilling relationship with technology.
Absolutely.
Until next time, remember to unplug, recharge, and reconnect with the things that truly matter.
Couldn't have said it better myself.